If you're trying to decide whether to use lead-free or lead-based solder products, here's a few things to consider. First, the lead-free option that I have here is pretty typical for electronics applications. It consists of 96% tin and 4% silver and melts at around 430 degrees Fahrenheit. Most lead-based products for electronics applications are going to melt at around 364 degrees Fahrenheit. What does that mean? It means a higher temperature profile for lead-free products. That said, I have noticed roughly similar flow characteristics for lead-free and lead-based products at around 575 degrees Fahrenheit. If I push 600, the lead-free option tends to flow a little easier. But I don't like to go that high because I worry about the risk of damaging the board or components, and that's something that you really have to be careful of. Now, heat transfer is really important, especially in lead-free applications. And the home improvement store, lower cost soldering irons, they're typically sort of adequate, but you really want something, especially if you're going to be doing a lot of soldering with lead-free, you probably want something that allows you to have more control over the tip temperature than one where you're just kind of guessing. Now, one of the things that I got curious about as I was putting this whole thing together was the efficacy of lead-free solder products, and I started doing a little research on Google, came across a 2005 NASA research paper where they compared lead-free products to lead-based products, the performance, the problems, the challenges, the things that they might run into in spaceflight applications and that kind of stuff. I haven't seen a revised version of that, so I'm guessing it's still probably pretty accurate. But basically what they concluded is that they're going to stick with lead for now. So I'm sure the Voyager missions were both done using lead-based solder products, and they've lasted more than 50 years. So it's good enough for NASA. It's good enough for me. I prefer lead, but I also want to make sure that this is not construed as me saying that lead-free solder products are bad. They are good. They are good for the environment. They work just fine. And if you're going to be working with them, you need to be conscious of the fact that they are operating or they do melt at a higher temperature, and that means more potential heat being transferred to the board or component, so you're risking damage to your work operating at those higher temperatures if you don't have an iron that allows you to control the temperature much more precisely. For more great tips on soldering, check out my Soldering 101 video or the playlist in the description that has all my soldering tips. If you like this video, you found it useful, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you on another Take 5 with Tom.